Good morning, everyone. So, since we have already done a Google form, we are going to look at how to create a Google form. I think it's going to be really important this year that we know how to work all of our Google apps. So, I'm going to have you do some things, and then I'm going to teach you how to create things on your own to start with. So, Google Forms, we just did a Google form in class, and we did it as a little quiz, probably. In order to create a Google form, there's a couple different ways you can start one. The easiest way is when you're on your Google page, you can go to forms.google.com. When you go there, hopefully it loads. Yep, you're going to see that there's all these different kinds of forms you can create. So these down here are my forms that I have made already, so don't be overwhelmed by that. But up here, there are all these kind of different forms that you can make. There are various different types that are sort of already set up for you. I usually just do a blank one and then kind of make it from there. So that's one way you can get to Google Forms. The other way is if you're in your Drive, and you click on New, and you click on More, you'll see there's a Google Forms option right there, and even there I think it will give you a blank form, or you can pick from one of those templates we just saw before. You also can create a Google form in a Google Classroom assignment, but I'll show you how to do that later because I don't have my Google Classroom all set up yet. Here we are. I'm going to close that out. So I'm going to just create one here from the form.google.com page. Here's what it will look like to start with. First thing I like to do is give it a title. Google Forms practice video is what we'll call it. You guys will title it whatever you want. The nice thing about this is once you type it in here, if you click here, boom, it'll go right there for you, and you're all set. You don't have to type it in again. Sometimes you need a little description of the form. This is a form created to practice making forms. Nothing fancy, okay? If you want to get fancy, you can customize the theme. I'm going to move my face over here. You can customize the theme. So you can change the color. You can change it to a couple different colors if you want. You can, of course, add a custom color if you want to do that as well. I'm feeling a little green today, so you can change the background color as well. So you can have an accent color and the background color. You know, you also can change the font. I like playful. It gives like Comic Sans. So you can do that as well. You can actually add an image to the header. So if you are looking for something particular, you can do that. You can look at a couple different options. You can also upload one from your computer, or if you have Google Photos, you can use that too. Okay, so we're going to leave it like that because it's just going to be a little easier. When you're done, you just click the X and everything will save for you. So then you're going to add your questions in. You probably noticed in my Google form that I had a couple different types of questions. I have short answer, you can do multiple choice, you can do drop-down menus, you can do all sorts of things. So the first thing you're going to do is add a question. And my face is going to be in the way, sorry. So this one, it automatically usually goes to a multiple choice question. So if I were doing a Google form for you guys, sometimes I might start with name. What's your name? Well, I'm not going to give you multiple choice for your name, so look, it automatically changed to short answer. I also might want to make it a required question because otherwise you guys are going to forget to put your name on things. So I might click that. Okay. Then this one is already there, so we can use this one. So then you can ask another question like, what is the cell part that provides, oops, that's not right, provides energy for the cell? Okay, so that's a multiple choice question. So I might give you cell membrane as an option. And you just hit the enter key and it will give you another option. Maybe mitochondria, maybe the ribosome, and maybe the nucleus. We'll keep it simple here. Nucleus. Okay, so there's my question. Also, I want it to be a required question. You can decide if you want them required or not. But you can kind of play around with this. So the other thing that I did is I made yours a quiz. So if you go into settings, you can click on quizzes and say make this a quiz. And then when you save it, watch what I can do now. I can click on answer key and I can say, okay, this question, that's that question I just typed, it's going to be 1 point. And I can mark the correct answer. So then when you take the quiz on your end, it will automatically grade it for you. So the cool thing about it is that it will automatically grade for you. The downside to it is it will really only do that for the multiple choices if you put the right answer in. If you can put in the right answer for the short answer questions, but unless the person types it literally exactly the same way that you typed it with the exact same capitalization and punctuation, all that kind of stuff, it may still mark it wrong. So you'll find that I might give you quizzes on Google Forms and you'll get a grade and then I'll go back in and kind of edit that grade because I'll give you points back for a question that I'm like, oh yeah, that's the right answer. You just didn't word it exactly the same way that I worded it. So usually when you get results on a real quiz in my class, you're going to see that it's the score that you get is the lowest possible score because you'll probably get more points from some of the short answer questions. You just have to wait for me to go back in and edit it. Okay, so that's one thing you can do. The other thing you'll notice that I did in the answer key was I click back over to the answer key. I can add feedback. And in the feedback, I can add a link to something. I can add a video. I can add my own words. Not the ribosome, silly. I don't know. And I can save that in there as well. And then you can always go back and edit it or delete it. Then you click done and it'll click you back over to the question side. So if you're seeing this stuff where you have the options for all the different types of questions, then you're in the question side. If you click on answer key and you're seeing points here, then you know you're in the answer key part. Okay, the other thing that you can do is you can add pictures in. So I don't really have any pictures. I don't think. I probably have a dog picture here somewhere. Yeah, I don't feel like looking that up. It'll take me forever. We'll do a Google image search. Dog. Oh, look at these cute little puppies. Hold on, we have to just do this right. If we're gonna do it, we might as well do it right. Boxer dog. These little boys. Such handsome puppies. Alright, so we'll put this guy in because he looks cute. He's not mine, but he looks cute anyway. Insert. And now we have an image here, and you can put a title on the image if you want. And maybe you're going to show me a picture of something and I have to guess what it is. Sometimes I'll put diagrams in here, and that's what the picture will be. So it's usually not a picture of an adorable dog like a little smushy face, but you know, so you can put in pictures. You can move myself over again. Go away. There we go. You can add in a couple of other different things. You can add in a video. You can, this is your, where is it? Let's add a section. So you can add a whole section to your quiz down here. You can add the image. You can add a title and a description. You can import questions from an old form. You can do lots of fun stuff. Then when you're done with it, you can say, all right, well, what is this going to look like to the person who's taking it? So you click on the eyeballs so you get a preview. And you're going to see this is what it will look like. Okay. And there's that handsome pupper. Okay, and then this down here is to get back to the editing one. The other thing you probably want to make sure to do, and again, you guys probably won't make very many forms, but every once in a while I might have you create a form. You might want to have it collect email addresses. I usually do that so that just in case somebody didn't put their name or somehow something went wonky, it will collect the email address so that I know who did it, which is helpful. Okay, so your assignment while you're gone at home is going to be to create a Google form. You're going to make a quiz about yourself, just like I made a quiz about me. You're going to make it into a quiz, so don't forget to go into settings and click that it's quiz and make it a quiz. And then make sure you put in your answers so that I know if I got them right or not. And I'm going to go through and take all the quizzes about you, as many as I can, as fast as I can. I hope you all have a fabulous day.